Hello, good evening all you beautiful people. It's Friday night and I'm Ryan and this is Footy IQ, and welcome to the final weekend football review of the season. As you know, it's the very final weekend of the Premier League coming up on Sunday. All kick-offs I'm expecting to be at 4 o'clock all around the country. Of course we've had quite a bit of news today. First of all, the England World Cup squad announcement by Thomas Tuchel. Quite a few surprises in there for some. And of course we've had Michael Carrick fully announced as the next Man Utd manager for the next couple of years at least. And of course the worst kept secret in the world, that Pep Guardiola is signing off as Man City boss after 10 years. So let us know your comments on any of those. But I shall kick off, of course, with the games coming up. First of all, we've got Brighton v Man Utd. Brighton with all to play for and getting a place in the Europa League, while United have nothing to play for but pride, having already secured third place and Champions League football for next season. So I'm going to go for a narrow Brighton win or a draw. I just think United will put out a weakened side, maybe a few youngsters, and Brighton with obviously a lot more to play for, so I think they should possibly nick that one. Next we've got Burnley and Wolves, and nothing more to say on these two, as we know they're both done and dusted as far as Premier League football is concerned, and they can both look forward to facing off again next season in the Championship. But I'm expecting a ball draw in this one. Then we've got Palace at home to Arsenal. Once again, nothing riding on this one, as Palace will probably be fielding a weakened side in readiness for the Europa Conference League final next week, while the Gunners of course will be crowned the new Premier League winners for 25-26, and they'll also be holding a bit back, I would expect, with the all-important Champions League final taking place next Saturday evening against PSG. So a narrow win for Arsenal there, I should think, maybe a 2-1 or a 1-0. Next up we've got Fulham v Newcastle, with both sides having a slim chance of Europa Conference League football next season. They're both on 49 points, so a win for either team would be massively advantageous. A draw would not help either of their causes, but I think that's what the result will be. And next we had Liverpool at home to Brentford, both sides chasing European football again next season, and a narrow win for the home side I think, or possibly a draw, with Liverpool going for still have a fighting chance of Champions League football, while Brentford are looking good for a Europa League spot. Then we've got Man City, and of course Pep's very last game and home game for the Blues, and I'm expecting a narrow win there, probably a 2-1 to City, with lots of tears at the end, and Pep doing his obligatory lap of honour. He will be sorely missed, whether you like him or not. You must admit that he's been wonderful for our league, and his brand of football has been a joy to watch at times. All the best to him in his whatever he does in the future. Next up we've got Forest at home to Bournemouth. Bournemouth looking good for Europa League football, possibly even Champions League football in the next campaign, thanks to Aston Villa's win in the Europa League final. It's one of those where I think it's either going to be a thrashing from Bournemouth, maybe a 3-0, but it's also one of those where you think Forest at home are not the easiest team to play against. So it could even be a draw, but I'm expecting Bournemouth to win that one. Then we've got Sunderland at home to Chelsea. I expect Chelsea to finish this season with a win, knowing they can still get a place in the Europa League, I believe, and to kickstart Xabi Alonso's reign next season. I'm going for a 2-0 to Chelsea, but not forgetting that Sunderland also have a good chance of still getting Europa League football as well. There's literally a point separating the two teams, so all to play for there. And then finally we have the two relegation threatened sides, with Spurs home to Everton. Spurs, of course, needing just a point to survive, and I think that one will be tense, tight and very nervy, but I think they'll just about get the job done. I fancy a 1-1 draw there, with possibly Everton taking the lead, but Spurs getting back into it at some point. And sorry to say for West Ham, home to Leeds, they're clearly up against it, but I fancy them actually to nick a win there, but only just, but it will all be in vain, and I'm opting for either a 1-0 or a 2-1 to the Hammers. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Let us know your thoughts on any of that which I've discussed, and yeah, it's been a crazy season, and obviously not done yet. We've still got all these games to go, but yeah, we've already got the champions decided. We've got our FA Cup winners, our League Cup winners, our Europa League winners, and now it's just down to Arsenal and Palace to decide the Europa Conference and the Champions League. So good luck to both of them in the next week, and of course we've also got the World Cup to look forward to in a few weeks' time, but I shall cover all of that and more in the coming videos. I should be back now probably Monday, I should think, with my next video, as I'm away for the long weekend. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and to follow us on WhatsApp and Facebook. Enjoy the long weekend. Don't get yourselves too hot with all this crazy heat coming up, and yeah, take care of yourselves. All the best. Bye for now.